So happy that you're here. All my lovely, dear god sisters and brothers. Okay, so you already sang all the bhajans and Ma Mantra also.
Oh, we need your microphone. You know what a mic is?
Yeah.
We did.
Oh.
Short version, but we did.
Okay.
Does anybody know what a microphone is? Right?
Look at me.
You're tech.
Yeah.
Tech manager. The microphone.
I just need to. Well, the singer.
Come back, my Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Is this on? No.
It doesn't sound like he's turning it on. Oh, okay, he's doing it. I heard something.
Haribo, Haribo.
Here we go. Reverb, lightning.
Hari. So, oh my God. Oh my God, Mandasha, Gananjana Salakaya, Chakshumlitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Vyakmai Shishima Bhakti Vedanta Narayanam Vanchakaprabhyascha Kripa Sindhuvebhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Ananda Lilamaya Vigrahaya Hednavitibhya Chavisandraya Tasma Mahaprema Sapadaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Shama Sundara Sikanda Shetara Smarasa Magalimana Radhika Sikamang Kripanidhi Swapriya Charana Kinkavim Kuru Tavai Vashmi Najibami Tvaya Vina Iti Vignayate Tvam Nayamam Chanantike Bhaktya Vina Paradalakshay Chittastakamaditarangamaje Kripa Maitvam Shanam Prapana Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Shri Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare can't see you, but so I guess it's okay.
What happened?
I'm just saying when you sit there, I can't see you, but
If I sit here, you can't see
yeah,
me?
devotees are sitting
That's
there.
the object.
No, but if I see you, that will inspire me to speak. But anyway.
Okay. So you want me to move over there?
Well, no, it's up to you, but I'm just letting you know.
Should I move the basket? Is the basket in the way? Is that the problem?
No, it's just that I'm not going to be turning my head that way, but it's okay. Okay,
Let
so,
me get into a more appropriate position.
so before we begin, I'd like to offer my humble, most respectful obeisances. Time and time again, I offer my heart like flowers at the dust of the lotus feet of my Gurudev, Nitya Vishnu Vishnupad, Astata Sada Shishimad, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And at the same time, I offer my Koti Koti Dandavat Pranams at the dust of the lotus feet of my Param Gurudevs, Nitya Vishnu Vishnupad, Astata Sada Shishimad, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. And Nitya Vishnu Vishnupad, Astata Sada Shishimad, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. And to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, I offer my unlimited obeisances. To all assembled devotees here, also please accept my Dandavat pranams. So, I'm just wondering if any of the senior Vaishnavas would like to speak, Ganga Narayan Prabhu or Prabhu. Huh? Oh, it's Radha Vala Prabhu. I didn't even recognize you. Wow, so different. Gaur Prabhu, Padispa, Shyam Prabhu, anyone? I don't know. Like to speak? Or I do. Rama, did he? Well, if you want to say something.
Actually, I've never done this. What am I supposed to say? Just like how I know you, or just how?
No, I mean, if you feel inspired to say anything, you can say. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, first, we're really happy that you're here, and I'm sorry that I missed you the last time that you were here. I think the service of preaching around the world is, from where I am right now, would be exhausting, but to see you doing that and to see the preachers that are representing Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, it inspires me and it gives me hope that there will be peace in this world at some point. There will be the golden age, the golden age, and we're just happy and we're ready to receive whatever nectar you want to share with us that you receive from Gurudev. So thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. So nice to be here amongst all my godbrothers, sisters, senior Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. So,
Tried.
Are you going now?
Well, we'll probably come back. He's tired. He'll go to sleep and then come back.
Oh, that's such a shame. I was going to ask you if you wanted to speak anything.
You know, I was thinking everything that she said is what I was thinking, actually. It's true.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yes, it's true.
Anyway, it's nice to get your brief darshan.
I might come back.
Okay, hi. Okay, so by Gurudev's mercy, somehow I made it to Alachua after a few years. I think it was 3 years ago I was there last time, maybe. And before that it was a long time. Also. So I've been traveling for many months now, and this is my last stop, my last class on the whole tour. So very happy to be here with you all. So Gurudev would invite everyone all over the world who would travel to so many countries and invite everyone to come on Brajmandal Parikrama as well as Navadut Dham Parikrama. So it was Bimala Didi who asked me to speak something about Brajmandal Parikrama. Don't know where she is. In the kitchen. Okay. So So I started on Friday, spoke something about the first stop in Vrindavan. Then yesterday we did Varshana Parikrama, and today we'll try to complete Govardhan Parikrama. He's the big parikrama. So there's so much to say about the glories of Gururaj Maharaj, who was very near and dear to Gurudev's heart. So Gurudev, he would always say that one day we have to at least have a desire to go to Braj and live there physically. And as Srila Rupa Goswami Pad said in Upadeshamrita, Tam Nama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtanano Smrityo Kamena Vasanama Nasini Uja Distam Bhaje Tananaragi Jananugami Kalam Nayat Kilam Upadesha Sharam. So the Rupa Goswami is given the essence of all advice to actually physically live in Braj. But it's not so easy, but at least we can meditate on Braj. Even every day we can meditate on doing the whole Braj Mandal Parikrama in our minds. So at least now we can do so by remembering all the glories of Braj. So Gurudev, he said that we have to nurture this desire in our heart to go to Braj, to live in Braj. And he said one time that he remembered there was one man and he had such a desire. He was hankering to go and live in Braj. It was from maybe Gurudev's village in Bihar. And he was always thinking, oh when will I be able to go to Vrindavan? When will I be able to bathe in Yamuna? When will I be able to roll in the dust of Braj and do Govardhan Parikrama, visit Radhakund, Shamakund like this? He had such a fervent desire. So then he was desiring this for many years. So the opportunity finally arrived, and he left his family, his home, everything to go to Braj. So he stayed there for some time and he was so happy. He was in complete bliss that finally, now, after all these years, I'm able to live in Braj. So then Gurudev said it was like a fever in his heart, and he was going to all the Leela Stalis of Braj, giving so much honor and respect, paying his pranams again and again, and visiting all the temples, doing parikramas, sometimes like 2-3 times a day. So he was so enthusiastic. Whatever he was physically capable of, he would do. So, but then, after some time, Gurudev said his fever came down, and he was thinking that, you know, I've been living in Vrindavan for some time now, and I've done everything. Hi, Didi, so nice to see you. Wow. So, so then he was thinking, oh, you know, I've done everything. I've been living here for so many years now, and he didn't see Braj in the same way. So he was thinking that, oh, you know, before he was seeing Braj with in a very new and ever fresh way, and he was so eager to visit all the places. But now his eagerness went right down, and he had no more eagerness. He stopped visiting visiting the temples, he stopped doing parikramas, everything stopped, and he just saw Braj as an ordinary place. So we have to be very, very careful. Be careful. Sit properly. We have to be very, very careful when we're visiting Braj, that we try to understand that this Braj is the heart of Srimati Radhika, and this is no ordinary place. We may go and see, oh, this is just ordinary dust, this is just ordinary stones, everything. We may see the cows on the street, or monkeys, and before there was so many pigs, maybe not so much now, but like this. We may see the drains and think, there's such a very bad smell coming from these drains. You see, like, Braj in such an ordinary way. So we have to pray for mercy to go to Braj under the guidance of a Rasik Tattva Vaishnava like Gurudev and other Vaishnavas, and hear their Harikatha, so that their transcendental vision will one day manifest in our hearts, and we will be able to see Braj as it is, with the eyes of love, the eyes of Bhav. So we've already been to Vrindavan briefly. Yesterday we went to Roshana. Today I wanted to go to Govardhan. We heard so many glories of Govardhan from the lotus lips of our Gurudev and all Vaishnavas, so whatever I've heard, I'll try to repeat. So we know that Govardhan is non-different in tattva to Shri Krishna. But by the gopis, he's considered to be Haridas Savarya. So they prayed, Hantya Madhura Bala Haridas Savarya Yat Rama Krishna Charana Sparsha Pramoda Manam Tunati Sago Ganayastaya Yat Pani Suryavasya Kandare Kandamole. So what does this mean? That gopis are saying, oh, like they are so astonished seeing the transcendental service of Giriraj to Krishna and all the Brijbasis. So they're saying, oh, this Giriraj is topmost among the servants of Shri Hari. And he's completely absorbed in supreme transcendental bliss, being always touched by the lotus feet of Krishna along with Balaram and their Sakhas, and of course Radha and Krishna also along with the Sakhis. So Giriraj, he's serving Krishna, Balaram, Sakhas in so many ways. How? He's serving the cows and all his Krishna's friends by providing such pure water coming from all the lakes and ponds on his body. So this Giriraj, he's offering his whole body in the service of Krishna and all the Brijbasis. And in transcendental bliss, his hairs are standing on end like the grass on his hill. And tears are flowing from his eyes like the waterfalls there. So like this, he's offering his everything, the fresh green grass, he's offering the cows. He's offering so many fruits, flowers for the service of Krishna and all his friends, also Srimati Radhika and the Sakhis. And he's also providing shelter in the caves and the nikunjas on his hill. And he's offering so many ointments for their service. So Giriraj, he's offering his mind, his body, whole body, and his senses, everything in Krishna's service. And the gopis are looking at Giriraj thinking, oh, if only we could offer our very selves just like Giriraj is. But actually, because just like one with topmost transcendental bhavs, they see others with those same bhavs. So they're seeing Giriraj like this and having this eagerness to serve Krishna in the same way. So Govardhan, he is Haridas Savarya, topmost seven. There's three Haridasas. Who are they? There's Yudhisthira Maharaj, and other than that, Uddhava, and the topmost is this Giriraj. So then when Krishna, he desired to come to this world, then he expressed his desire to Srimati Radhika. And hearing this, she said, oh, you're going there. And Krishna said, yes, I want you to come with me. Then she said, no, it's not possible. How can I go anywhere where there is no Vrinda Devi, where there is no Yamuna flowing, where Giriraj is not standing? It's not possible for me to go anywhere without Yamuna, Vrinda Devi, Giriraj like this. So Krishna said, no, don't worry. I also will not go anywhere without my Yamuna Devi, Vrinda Devi and Giriraj. So they will come along with me, so you must come also. So like this, Srimati Radhika agreed. So we're going to begin Govardhan Parikrama after offering so many prayers to Giriraj, begging for his mercy. Because without the mercy of Haridev, Haridev is standing near Manasi Ganga, then we cannot possibly perform Govardhan Parikrama. So by his mercy, we'll begin, but where will we begin? At Dangati. So that is actually the very start of the big Parikrama of Govardhan. So after paying our pranams, we go to this place there on the right. And when Krishna was in Braj, he would go to that very place in Govardhan, and along with his sakas, all his cows, everywhere, all. So then he knew that Srimati Radhika and her sakis would pass through there. Often they would come by. And then he was waiting there for them to come. And he suddenly looked up and he saw Radhika and the gopis. He became so happy inside. But then he said, oh, who is coming? Oh, Radhika and the gopis are coming. So then he immediately stood in front of them and obstructed their path. And he demanded tax from them. He said, hey, you cannot come by here without paying any tax. Everyone must pay tax. So then when Krishna got close to Srimati Radhika, he said, oh, who are you? And Radhika didn't answer. So then she said, oh, you don't know who I am? Why are you asking? And Krishna said, no, I don't know. Who are you? Then Radhika said, really? You don't know who I am? So then Krishna said, why are you not answering my question and you're just simply asking me another question? So then Radhika was silent. And Krishna said, oh, daily you're coming by here with all your sakis and you're ruining this place. So you're coming and crushing all the plants here. And you're taking all the flowers. I was wondering where have all the flowers gone? So I'm thinking that you must be stealing them. So then Krishna said, okay, so now I'm going to punish you for trespassing here. So he said, I am the owner of this braj, I am the owner of this place, and you must pay tax to me. So then Srimati Radhika, she said, oh really? Have you ever planted any one single flower or plant here? I never saw. And you're calling yourself the master of this forest? Really? But actually, you haven't done anything for this braj. What have you done? You've not planted anything here, you're not watering any of the plants, nothing, you're not taking care at all. So how can you claim to be the owner and maintainer of this braj? So then, so like this, Srimati Radhika was arguing with Krishna, and Krishna was telling that, yes, I am certainly the owner of this braj. And then Radhika said, really? This braj is, what is the name of this braj? It's, is it called Krishnavan? I never heard braj being known as Krishnavan. It's always been known as Vrindavan. And Krishna said, okay, yes, it's true, but you know, Vrinda Devi is my beloved wife, and whatever belongs to the wife belongs to the husband. So in this way, this braj belongs to me. So then the Sakis, they started laughing. Oh, really? You're saying that Vrinda Devi is your wife? Well, we never heard about that. So then they called Vrinda Devi and they asked her, oh, have you married this black debauchee? And then Vrinda Devi took one look and Krishna said, no, I would never marry such a black cheater. What are you talking about? He has such a bad reputation. No, impossible. So then Srimati Radhika and Krishna were quarreling like this, and all the Sakis were clapping and laughing. And like this, Radhika and Gopis, they completely defeated Krishna in argument. So, so like this, then Krishna and the Sakas they would plunder all the milk products from Radhika and the Gopis. They would take all the milk, butter, ghee, yogurt, everything. So what was Krishna doing? He was stealing their hearts like this. So such sweet Leela took place there in Dangati. Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Ju Ki Jai. So then we come to, we're walking along the Govardhan path and Parikrama Marg, and then we come to Gauri Tirtha or Gauri Kund. So this is a very beautiful place. It's full of many kadamba trees and very beautiful green kunjas. And this place is the place of Chandravali. So many secret meetings took place between Krishna and Chandravali there. So we know that Chandravali is actually the cousin of Srimati Radhika, because her father is called Chandrabhanu Gopa, and he is the brother of Vrishabhanu Maharaj. So actually, they are like sisters. But for the sake of Leela, then Chandravali is in the Vipaksha party to Srimati Radhika, so she's on the opposing side. And then actually Chandravali performs so many pastimes with Krishna, but this increases the wrath between Radha and Krishna. So one time, Krishna was meeting with Chandravali there in a kunj, and he was playing with Chandravali. He was laughing, joking with her. They were having so many loving talks, and so much time elapsed, and then Krishna was meant to meet with Srimati Radhika, and Radhika was waiting for such a long time also. So remembering this, becoming absorbed in Srimati Radhika, then Krishna turned around to Chandravali and said, oh my dear Radhika, are you okay? And then Chandravali, she became so upset. What? What are you saying? Then she retaliated by saying, oh, Maharaj Kamsa, are you okay? Then Krishna thought, what's she talking about? Kamsa? Then he said, oh Saki, where is Kamsa? Is Kamsa here? Then Chandravali said, oh, okay, well, is Srimati Radhika here? I don't see her anywhere here. And then Krishna realized his mistake and thought, oh no, made a big mistake. He became so ashamed. So he said, oh, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. So such pastimes took place in this Gauri Tita, Gauri Kund. And then, walking along on the Parikrama Marg, we come to Anyogram. So in this place, the Brijbasis, they performed Anukut Mahamahotsav there, and they brought so many mountains of rice, dals, sabji, pakoras, sweets, so many preparations, and they offered to Giriraj there, and he took on this huge, enormous form, four-armed form, and he began extending his very long arms and taking all the offerings. And after taking everything, then he said, Anyore, Anyore, give me more, give me more. So this is Anyogram. Then, going on, past Anyogram, we come to, going inside, on the inside path of Giriraj, we come to Govindakund. So then here Gurudev, he would always tell pastime of Giriraj, how Krishna took Giriraj on his little pinky and held him for 7 days and 7 nights like an umbrella. So one day Krishna saw that his mother was making so many preparations. He asked her what she was doing, and she said, oh no, she said, I'm very busy, go and play, or go and ask your father. So then Krishna, he approached his Baba and he said, oh my dear father, kindly tell me what is going on. All the Brijbasis are making so many preparations, I don't know what it's all for. And Nanda Maharaj said, oh no, I'm very busy. Actually, we're preparing a great sacrifice. So you go and play. So then Krishna, he said, well, what is the purpose of this sacrifice? So why is everyone making so many preparations? And Nanda Maharaj said, oh, you're just a child, you don't need to know, just go and play. So then Krishna, he stood there and he insisted, oh Baba, but I really want to know why. Why are you making such a great endeavor? What's it all for? And he said, oh, there should be no secrets. There should be no secrets between us. Please tell me what's going on. So then Krishna, he continued. He said, oh, I'm sure you must be aware that whoever you're performing this sacrifice for, there must be a good reason for that. It must be due to some tradition or some local custom or something. So please tell me, is it based on some scriptural injunctions? what's it all about? So then Nanda Maharaj, he lovingly took Krishna on his lap, and he said, oh my dear son, actually it is a local custom that we've been performing for many years, and actually, you know that our wealth is our cows, and the cows, they live on grass, and the grass depends on the rain for its maintenance, for it to grow. So, who is the controller of the rain? Indra. He is the lord of the rain, and he provides the clouds. They gather in the sky. They produce so much rain, so much water for the sustenance of the grass, the plants, and the cows. So from rain comes grains, from grains comes sustenance of life, and from the sustenance of life comes dharma, and from dharma comes artha and karma. So like this, Krishna, as this young 7-year-old boy, was telling all this to his father. So, Nanda Maharaj was telling all this to Krishna as a 7-year-old boy. And he was saying, so this is the reason why we worship Indra. Otherwise, if we don't, then we will not get such great good fortune as we are receiving. So then Krishna, as a 7-year-old boy, he started telling his father, oh, actually, you are telling me that this sacrifice that you are about to perform, this is very, very important for the worship of Indra, and we are dependent on Indra for rain and everything. But actually, I don't think so. He said, who is this Indra actually? What's he really doing for us? It's by the force of karma that the jivas, they are taking birth. It's by the force of karma that everything is taking place in this world. So people, they are working very hard. They are performing so many activities, and by this they are getting all the results of their activities. So if there's any supreme controller, actually he must be dependent on people performing these activities in the first place. So Krishna was giving what seemed to be very logical arguments to his father. So he was saying that actually Indra, he has no influence over karma, and everyone is simply reaping the results of their activities, and this has nothing whatsoever to do with Indra. So and what's more, you see, all over the world it rains. It rains everywhere. It rains on the mountains where there's no one to perform any sacrifices. Who's performing sacrifice there for Indra? It rains in the ocean where no one is performing any sacrifices there. So this supply of rain is going everywhere. So I'm thinking that this is not at all dependent on Indra. What power does he have? Anyhow. So like this, Krishna was speaking this karma mimamsa philosophy. He was speaking some atheistic philosophy. He was giving so many arguments, and he was trying to minimize the demigods and stop the sacrifice of Indra. Why? Because he was saying that Indra was becoming puffed up with so much pride that he was thinking that, oh yes, all these Brijbasis, they are performing a sacrifice for me. They are depending on me for the supply of rain. Without me, what can they do? But actually, Krishna was understanding that Indra had no idea who Krishna is and who the Brijbasis were, that how near and dear the Brijbasis were to Krishna, and he, in this way, he was like insulting the Brijbasis. So Krishna wanted to teach Indra a good lesson, and he wanted to destroy his pride. So, like this, Krishna, he continued telling his father that actually, I think that as we are cowherds, then this Giriraj Govardhan, he is doing everything for the cows. He is supplying grass. He is supplying so much for the maintenance of the cows. So I think as these cows are very life and soul, they are very wealth, then we should worship Giriraj, who's giving them everything. Also, the Brahmanas, Giriraj, and these cows, they are most worshipful for us. So I think we should perform a festival for them. We should offer all these preparations for them only, for Giriraj Maharaj. So after Nanda Maharaj was listening to all these arguments of his young son, then his mind became completely changed, and he was saying, yes, it's true that the cows are most near and dear to us, and especially Giriraj is most near and dear to us because he is the supplier to our most dear cows. So yes, we will perform this worship for Giriraj. And then Nanda Maharaj, he stopped the worship of Indra, and he called all the Brijbasis, and he said, whatever offerings you have made, we will offer them to Giriraj. And he explained why. So then the Brijbasis came forward with their mountains of rice, mountains of dal, bakuras, sweets like this, and they came and they placed all the thousands and thousands of offerings at the foot of Giriraj. And then Giriraj suddenly took a huge, gigantic form, and he stood on top of the hill. And then all the Brijbasis, they looked up at this huge, gigantic form, and they were completely astonished. And the young children, they expressed fear. The older children, they started laughing. They thought it was very funny. And then the old elders, they were completely astonished. Some were showing their devotion like this. And then Krishna, he said, oh, look at this great form before us. Then he turned and he said, oh, who are you? And then Haridas, he said, Haridev, I should say, Haridev, he said, you have performed this unprecedented festival. I am Govardhan. I am Govardhan Hill himself. And Krishna said, oh wow, just see how Govardhan has now manifest this huge, gigantic form before us. Why? Because he's pleased with our offerings, and he's revealing his form to us. Has Indradev ever revealed his form to you after all these years of worship? No. He's never given us darshan like this. But look, how merciful is Giriraj that he's now giving his darshan to us. He's so kind, so merciful. So Krishna, he said, we should all offer our obeisances to him. So then all the Brijbasis, following the order of Krishna, they all got down and they paid their obeisances to Giriraj, including Krishna himself. He was paying his obeisances to himself in the form of Haridev, in the form of Giriraj. So then Haridev, he said, oh, now look, I'm going to eat all your offerings in full view. And he extended his very, very long arms. So, and all of a sudden it seemed like he had like hundreds, thousands of arms, and he was taking all the offerings like this, extended into his mouth. So he was eating everything that the Brijbasis had offered. So then, he, after taking everything, then he said, Anyore, Anyore, bring me more, give me more. So then Krishna, he folded his hands and he said, oh, actually, we are poor Brijbasis. And whatever we have offered to you, we've given to you. So please be satisfied with us, be satisfied with all these offerings. What more can we give you? So then, still, Haridev was saying, Anyore, Anyore. So then, the Brijbasis, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to offer. What more could they give? So then one Brahmin, he came with like a whole bush of tulsi, and he offered to Giriraj along with some water. And Giriraj took that, and then he started drinking all the water from Manasi Ganga, Kushum Sarovar, and all the other kunds there. And then he exclaimed, oh, Triptosmi, Triptosmi, now I am completely satisfied. So then he wiped his hands, his mouth on his cloth, and then Giriraj, he said, I am so pleased with you, all you Brijbasis, that I want you to take some boon from me. What boon would you like? And so the Brijbasis said, well, actually we don't desire anything from you. But Giriraj insisted, no, you must accept one boon. You can ask me whatever you like. So then they were thinking, they said, oh, okay, if you insist, then we want that our darling Lala, our beloved Krishna, that he always be happy and he can live long life. And then Haridev, he said, okay, so be it. And then all of the Brijbasis were so happy. They were clapping and cheering like this. So then it came time for Aarti. So then the Brijbasis were thinking that, oh, how can we perform Aarti such a huge form? It's like offering some little lambs to like such a massive, great form. So then, oh, now it's gonna, oops. Haybo. It's gone off completely. I don't know. Maybe the battery. Goodness, maybe it's eyeball.
Some connection.
Yeah. So, then, I'll try to shout loudly. So then, Krishna, I'll pretend I'm in a drama.
You're so good at it.
So that's not going to work, huh?
It will.
It will
Let
eventually.
me take care of it.
Okay. So then, Krishna arranged such a huge Aarti lamp with thousands of flames. And the Brijbasis, they started worshipping this Haridev with this huge, great big Aarti lamp. And afterwards, then they worship the brahmanas and the cows like this. So after the whole arti took place, then Krishna announced that they should do parikrama around whole Giriraj, Govardhan. So he told that the cows should go forward. The cows were decorated with gold, gem-studded horns, and they looked so shining, so brilliant, very beautiful. So they went ahead, and then the elder gopas, they followed behind. Everyone was decorated so beautifully, and Krishna, along with Balaram and his sakhas, they followed, and like this, they were all singing and dancing, doing parikrama around the whole Giriraj. So, Jai Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai. So in the meantime, Indra, he got news that these Brijbasis had become completely intoxicated with pride. Put it on again. Okay, let's try. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So Indra understood that the Brijbasi had stopped his worship on the advice of this young boy, and he thought, oh, this boy is very insolent. And he said, oh, these Brijbasis, they have no intelligence. Their intelligence is just like the animals that they're tending to. So then Indra, he thought, why are they listening to this impudent boy who is simply foolish, arrogant, and talkative? So he started to insult Krishna with so many terrible names. And actually, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, he takes each of the Indra's insults and he turns them into compliments. Because he cannot tolerate hearing any insults of Krishna, so like this, so you can read his commentary. But Indra, he ordered the Samvartaka rain clouds to come. These are the rains that come at the time of destruction. So he said, go and shake the earth with your thunder and lightning and destroy the whole village of Braj, this whole, all the Brijbasis, everything, just devastate it. So then they all came together, all these clouds of destruction came together and they started pouring down rain on the whole of Braj. And rain was coming like columns, like the Brijbasis had never seen before. So then they all feared for their lives and they thought, what is going on? Where is this coming from? Is it the time of universal devastation? What's going on? So they called out in distress to Krishna, Krishna, please save us, save us. So then Krishna, he was standing there, he said, he knew exactly what was going on. He said, don't worry at all. Govardhan will surely protect us. So, Govardhan, please be merciful to us and please come and guard us from these very heavy rains, these rains of devastation. So then Krishna, he took Giriraj up on his pinky, on his little finger of his left hand, very easily, actually with no effort. Giriraj just came and jumped on the finger of Krishna. And it was as the Brijbasis, they didn't even understand how this was happening. It was like magic. So then Krishna, he was calling all the Brijbasis, all the cows, gods, come and take shelter of Giriraj. So they all came under like the umbrella of Giriraj, and Giriraj was like a huge house decorated with so many jewels, so many gems. And Krishna was situated under Giriraj like a blue sapphire, looking so beautiful, so effulgent. So then, actually, Giriraj, he created all facilities there for the Brijbasis. There were so many rooms inside Giriraj. So Brijbasis, they could go in any of these rooms and they could see. They could have a very perfect view of Krishna. He was standing there in his beautiful Tribangalalit form. And he could, looking around on all sides, he could see all the Brijbasis, the cows, everyone. So everyone was exchanging loving glances with Krishna. So then Krishna, he was standing there with a smile on his face, and with one arm he held on the shoulder of one Saka, and with the other arm he was holding his flute, very casually, like this. So it's described that Krishna's arm was like a jeweled stick, and the mountain of Giriraj was like an umbrella. So an umbrella with a jeweled stick underneath, looking so beautiful. So the Brijbasis, they were looking with joy, eagerness, and also fear. Like, how is it possible that Krishna is holding this huge, great mountain like this for so long? So they became completely stunned. And Nandamaj, and other elderly gopas, they were looking at Krishna like their darling son, becoming completely stunned in amazement, and the hairs of their bodies were standing on end. They were thinking, oh, this young boy, only 7 years old, he's able to hold this huge, great mountain on his little finger like this. How is it possible? So then the rains outside, the rains were coming. It said like strings of pearls. It said like columns. It was coming down so heavy. And there were dark clouds in the sky. Thunder was coming, lightning was coming, hailstones, and it was very fearsome scene surrounding the whole Govardhan. So then inside there was not one drop of rain. Not one drop of rain came inside. So the Brijbasis, they were completely dry. Nothing was able to touch them. And a big festival was taking place there. So Krishna was standing in the center, standing in his Tribangalalit form, and all Brijbasis were drinking the beauty of Krishna. So Yashoda Maya and Rohini Ma, they were looking at Krishna and thinking, oh, he is holding this big mountain, and he's only such a little lala. How is it possible he can hold for so long? So then they were thinking he must be getting very tired, and they were constantly wiping the sweat from his brows, his face, like this. And Yashoda Maya was thinking, oh, maybe he's becoming very weak. So she was trying to feed him butter. Oh, Lala, take this, take more, like this. You need so much strength to continue holding Giriraj. Then these elderly Sakas, they were also thinking, Gopas, they were also thinking that Krishna, this little boy, he cannot hold this mountain for so long. Oh, we should help him, otherwise what will happen? we will all become crushed if this mountain falls. So they took their sticks and they also helped Krishna to hold Giriraj. So then, also Shrimati Radhika and the gopis, they were standing there looking at Krishna and drinking his beauty. And Krishna was looking at them and also drinking their beauty. Because actually, Krishna was thinking, in some way, Indra has done a wonderful thing. Because now, for 7 days and nights, I am able to the beauty of Shrimati Radhika and the gopis, and they were also thinking that, oh, now is our opportunity. We have all this time to simply look at Krishna, look at the beauty of Krishna and see his sweetness. And they were relishing that. And it seemed like time was going on and there was no limit to the time that they were drinking this nectar of Krishna's beauty. So Shrimati Radhika was shooting Krishna with her sidelong glances, and Krishna was receiving them like, oh, arrows in his heart. And then he began shaking, like trembling, seeing the beauty of Shrimati Radhika. And at the same time, while holding Giriraj, then he was shaking and Giriraj was shaking. And then Radhika, she was looking at Giriraj saying, oh, don't move an inch from the finger from the lotus hand of Krishna. If you do, then I will finish you off. I will shoot you with my sidelong glance and you'll be finished. And like this, she was threatening Giriraj, you just stay there, don't move. So, and when Brijbasis were under Giriraj and he started to shake, they became very worried, what's going on? So the elderly gopas, they were holding Giriraj with their sticks, stay there, don't move. So like this was such a scene going on under Giriraj. So in the meantime, Indra, he thought that for so many days now, so many days and nights, I've been sending these Samvartika clouds to devastate Braj and the Brijbasis. So by now, the whole Braj must be destroyed, completely destroyed. So then he decided to send his messengers to find out what was going on. They went and they looked, and then they thought, okay, we cannot see anything. Maybe the whole Braj is being destroyed. So they came back and they told Indra, and Indra was very happy, but he had some doubt. He said, well, did you go really close? Did you make sure that Krishna and all the Brijbasis, everyone and everything is devastated? They said, no, we didn't go so close. So then he said, no, you must go and make sure. So then other messengers went and they saw that actually nothing had happened. And they went back and told Indra. And Indra thought, what? Nothing has happened? How is it possible? So then Indra, he became very depressed, and he thought, I have sent all these Samvartika clouds, they are the rains of destruction. How is it possible that nothing happened, that Braj is not destroyed, the Brijbasis are not finished? So then he sent another messenger to find out exactly what had happened. So then this messenger went and he looked. The messengers looked closely, and they saw, yes, in fact, nothing has been destroyed whatsoever. And not only that, all the Bridge Bassies are having this wonderful festival under the umbrella of Giriraj that Krishna's been holding up on his little finger for 7 days and nights. And they looked and they saw not even a blade of grass or an insect, anything under Giriraj had been destroyed. What to speak of the Bridge Bassies? So then they went back and reported to Giriraj and Giriraj, to Indra, and Indra, he said, what is going on? All my attempts have been rendered useless. How is it possible? Who is this boy that is able to held this mountain, huge mountain up for 7 days and nights and protect all the Bridge Bassies from my rains of destruction? He was completely astonished. So then he started to realize his mistake, and he started to lament in hundreds of ways. Oh, I'm so foolish, I'm so stupid, what was I thinking? So then he told all the Samvartaka clouds to stop their reigns of destruction, to give up. And so on his order, everything stopped. And then Krishna and all the Bridge Bassies, they looked around and they saw, okay, now after 7 days and nights, everything has stopped, we can come out. So they all came out. And in the meantime, Indra, he was thinking, oh, I've made such a big offense to Krishna. What can I do? He is no ordinary person. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So I must go and beg forgiveness. So then but he was afraid. He was thinking, I don't want to even approach Krishna, because he will be very angry and upset with me. So then he approached Lord Brahma and he asked, please, I made this big offense to Krishna. I don't know what to do. Please advise me. So Lord Brahma, he said, okay, well, I also once made a big offense to Krishna. This Brahma Vimohan Leela. And actually, I went and I begged forgiveness from Krishna. And I offered so many prayers to Krishna. So I advise you to do the same thing. But, the cows are very dear to Krishna, and you also made offense to Krishna's cows. So my advice to you is to go to Surabhi and you ask her to come with you. And when Krishna sees Surabhi cow, then maybe his heart will melt, and then there's some chance you will be forgiven. So then Indra, he went to Surabhi, he begged her to please come and approach Krishna in order to be forgiven. So then Surabhi agreed, and she went with Indra, and she came with Indra to this place of Govinda Kund. And Indra, he wanted to worship Krishna. So he was thinking, wait, what's the best possible way to worship him? So he thought, okay, may I perform Abhishek of Krishna. So then, with Surabhi, with the help of Surabhi, then from her others, she offered her milk, and Indra performed Abhishek of Krishna right there in Govinda Kund with milk and milk products from Surabhi, and that formed this beautiful Kund. This is Govinda Kund. So at that time, Indra, he gave name to Krishna. What name? Govinda. Why Govinda? Because Krishna, he gives so much pleasure so much ananda, so much bliss to who? Go, to the cows, to the gopis, and the whole of Braj. So may his name be Govinda. So Krishna accepted this name in this place of Govinda Kund. So we'll move on, just a few more places. So then, moving on from Govinda Kund, then going around Giriraj, and we come to Rasastali, where Krishna, Shrimati Radhika and the gopis performed Rasalila. And there in that place, very, very beautiful place, there's many Tamil trees, there's many Kadamba trees, and they were standing together, one Kadamba tree, one Tamil tree. There was hundreds of these trees in this place. The place was very beautiful with so much grass, flowers, birds. It was very, very beautiful. But now, unfortunately, when you go there, then someone's built a hotel. Like a guest house, and all the trees have gone. It's very, very sad. But anyway, we can try to remember the Harikatha of Gurudev and remember these sweet pastimes of Ras Leela that took place there. Then moving on from there, we come to Surabhi Kund, and even Gurudev would take us on Govardhan Parikrama, but as the years went by, maybe Gurudev would not personally take us on the whole Giriraj Parikrama, but in his old age he would at least come to this place of Surabhi Kund. He would always, without fail, come here. So this is a very important place, and in this place, on Indra's request, then after Surabhi helped Indra perform Abhishek there in Govinda Kund, then Indra, he was feeling that I've made such a big offense, I must beg forgiveness for my offense from Krishna. So he came to this place and he offered so many prayers to Krishna. I can't remember how many prayers, maybe 40 prayers or more, many prayers to Krishna in the hope of being forgiven for his grave offense. So, so then we are going there, remembering this pastime of Indra begging forgiveness for his offense. So we can also go to this place, bow down, pay our obeisances there, take Archaman, and also beg forgiveness for all our offenses, because we have made many different types of offenses. Actually, we can understand that if when we're chanting the holy names, if our heart is not melting and our hairs are not standing on end, trembling coming in our body, tears flowing from our eyes, then it means that we have made some offenses to the holy name. Maybe some Vaishnava aparad, which is the worst type of offense. So there at this place of Surabhi Kund, then we can beg forgiveness for all our aparads, for all our offenses, because if we are not forgiven for all our offenses, then this will create a big obstacle on our path of bhakti. It's not possible to chant the pure holy names, to chant Sudanam without the mercy of Gurudev, Vaishnavas, Harinam themselves. And how will they bestow their mercy if we're making such offenses? So we're begging forgiveness from those offenses, that these obstacles on our path of bhakti will be removed, that all sins, all anarthas like lust, anger, greed, envy, illusion, pride, madness will be completely cleansed from our hearts. And we beg that we can continue on this path of bhakti without making any more offenses. So like this, Surabhi Kund is so important. That's why Gurudev would always come to that place, because he knew the importance of that place for forgiveness of all offenses. This biggest obstacle on our path of bhakti. So then, continuing on, we come to Jatipur. Jatipur is the place of Madhavendra Puripad, where he was residing, where he was performing bhajan. And there's above that place on the hill, there's a deity of Srinathji. He was manifested there by Madhavendra Puri, discovered him and manifested him there on top of Giriraj. So Madhavendra Puri also did Anukut Mahamahotsav. He performed Abhishek, and so many offerings were made in that place at the feet of Giriraj to Srinathji. So this is a very important place also. And after there, we come back around to the other side of Govardhan, going on to complete the big parikrama of Govardhan. And I don't know if I have time to say a few things about Radhakund, or it's time's over.
Well, I guess keep going until he
Okay,
gets ready.
opens. Okay. So, no time to speak. We've come to Uddhavakund. Not so much time to speak about Uddhavakund, because I want to say something about Radhakund. But there in that place of Uddhavakund, Uddhavji had manifested in so many blades of grass, hoping to get the dust of the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, especially gopis, on his head. There, moving on from there to Radhakund, which is the topmost place in the whole of Braj and the whole, three worlds, everywhere. So Srila Rupa Goswami says, Vaikuntha Janato Madhupur Tatrapi Vas Utsavad Vrindavan Udurpani Mamanat Tatrapi Govardhana, that this place of we consider the place of Mathura to be the most worshipable, but higher than Mathura is Braj, Vrindavan. So why? Because Krishna appeared in Mathura, but Krishna took birth in this place of Vrindavan, and Raslila took place there. So for this reason, Vrindavan is higher than Mathura, and higher than Vrindavan is this place of Giriraj Govardhan, because also Raslila took place, but that was especially amongst the Svapaksha gopis of Srimati Radhika and the Nityasiddha gopis like that. So then, but even higher than Govardhan, the two eyes of Govardhan is Radhakund and Shyamakund. So Radhakund is topmost place. So in this place of Radhakund, then we know that Kamsa had sent so many demons to Braj, and all those demons, they never returned. But one demon he sent, his name, Arastasura, a bull demon, and then Krishna, he easily killed this bull demon. So then Srimati Radhika and the gopis were teasing Krishna, oh, don't come near us, don't touch us. Why? Because you have committed a great sin. Krishna said, what sin have I committed? He said, you have killed a cow. No, what are you saying? I've killed a cow? Yes, you've killed a bull. No, but Krishna is saying, no, this is going to be awesome now. just 1 minute, Prabhu. So then, just 1 minute, just to finish this. So then, oh, he's not going to give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Jai, Shishirada Govinda Juki Jai. So then, was I saying that he killed the bull? So then Krishna said, no, that was no ordinary bull. That was a demon. So I had to kill him. I had no choice. So then the gopis were saying, no, but you killed a cow. He was in the form of a cow, bull. So therefore, you've become very impure from such a sin of killing a bull. So don't come near us, don't touch us. So then Krishna said, okay, what can I do? Then Radhika and the gopis said, okay, you must bathe in all the holy places. So Krishna, he said, okay. So then he took his flute and he made a hole there, and he called all the holy places there, all the kunds from all the holy rivers from all different parts of the world to come and make a kund there. They all came in their personified forms, and they said, oh, I am Yamuna. Someone else said, oh, I am Ganga. I am Godavari. I am Narmada. I am correct like this. So please allow us to render some service to you. So then Krishna, he said, yes, you can come here and manifest. It's a very beautiful kund. So they all very happily came in that place. And then Krishna, he started to bathe in that kund. And he was very happy that, oh, now I've become completely purified of my sins. So then he came out and he was ready to embrace Srimati Radhika. But Srimati Radhika was still in man. She said, no, still, you cannot touch me, you cannot touch us. And then Krishna said, okay, what can I do? Then Radhika said, well, wait, you're so proud that you've built such a kund, but we will make an even bigger and better kund. Then Krishna said, okay, then you can ask all the waters from my kund to come in your kund. And Radhika said, no need. We will take our water from Manasi Ganga. So like this, Radhika and the gopis, they were trying to bring water from Manasi Ganga, but Krishna, he said to all waters from all the holy kunds and rivers, no, you go and help Srimati Radhika. So they all came before her, please allow us to render some service to you. So then she agreed for them to come in her kund, and like this Radha kund was manifest. So Shri Radha Kunda Ki Jai, Shri Shama Kunda Ki Jai. So in that place of Radha Kund, then Krishna himself takes bath there 3 times a day. So this place is topmost place. I could say more, but now Arti is begun. So Shri Giriraj Govardhana Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radhika Ki Jai, Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda Ki Jai, Shri Jai Gaur Premanandi.
Haribol. Everybody, I just wanted to make quick announcement. Next Sunday I'll be celebrating my birthday. You all are invited. I'm going to be having a cake and ice cream. Sponsoring the feast next weekend. Everybody is invited. Please come. Next Sunday, the 28th. Starting at 10 o'clock.
Oh, and after I've got some Jagannath Mahaprasad. Anyone